once again from the Mommy Dome. You are listening to your two mommies.
Casa de Mamitas.
This episode of Your Mom's House is brought to you by Gamefly.com.
Gamefly.com.
Gamefly.com, the video game rental system that delivers games right to your door and now directly to your PC. Why do they have to do that?
In a world.
Yeah, they have to make all the ads and the thing. I don't know. I drink scotch and I smoke.
I guess it sounds more compelling because it's like a rugged guy doing it.
All right. Well, guess what, rugged guy?
In a world.
Gamefly is sponsoring this episode. And what is Gamefly? Well, it's a wonderful video game rental system. It's the same principle as renting movies, but it's video games, and they have over 8,000 titles.
That's a ton, man. They got everything. Dance games.
More than 100 titles.
That is a lot more than 100.
Yeah.
Or 50.
How many video games can you handle?
I could handle about 8,000.
Do you think you can handle 8,000?
Hell yeah.
I don't think you could handle 8,000.
I could try. You know why I can try? Because people that listen to Your Mom's House, they get a 15-day free trial.
Free is the operative word. Listen, I want to break this down for the listeners. Mm-hmm. All you got to do is go to gamefly.com/mom, which is MOM.
Okay.
And that free trial.
Spelled the same backwards.
It is. What is that called when a word?
Palindrome.
Look at
Nailed
you.
it. College
Spell that on
educationals.
WordSeek. All you got to do is sign up for this. It's free, and there's no obligation. You don't have to become a member. But if you give it a shot, if you just try the 15-day free trial, you're helping your mommies out. Don't you love your mommies?
Well, that's the best part, is that we help you, and you help the mommies.
That's right. All you got to do, gamefly.com/mom. Try it out for 15 days for free.
Right.
If you like it, you sign up. If you don't like it, you don't have to sign up.
And Tommy, you know what's great about the Gamefly?
What is that?
It brings families together.
You sit on the couch or you stand up. You play tennis. There's Wii games. There's Xbox 360 games. There's PS3 games. There's 3DS games. There's something else that I don't remember games. All of them.
You can make fitness and get your fun on at the same time.
All kinds of stuff, man.
You can play games that both boys and girls like. If you have kids, you can play with your kids if you're a parent.
Racing games, shooting games, stabbing games, spy games.
Stabbing.
Zombie games.
I love
football.
I like when you steal things. What's the one we like? The
Grand Theft Auto, Vice City stuff. All that, man.
I love punching people and robbing them and cocaine and stuff like
all
that.
Right, let's bring it down.
Okay.
So there's that. Also, check out your mom's house podcast.com. We put things there for you to see. There's our calendars, our live dates. There's little mommy videos that our fans. We give you your place to shine at your mom's house podcast.com. So check that out. The update on the logo thing is, look, we've gotten a lot of them, and we need to sit down and look, and we have tons of them to go over. Yeah. So by our next episode, we'll have our 5 down. A little Ustream update. We got the cameras. We got everything that needs to go. The goal is the very next episode will be up with video.
That's right, Mom.
Now, there's going to be hiccups and obstacles just like there were getting the audio portion down. We just have blue band. We don't have a red band. The blue band's slow.
And he's quiet. He doesn't really say
know
much.
as much. So
he
there will
looks
be
good.
some struggles, but that's the goal. We have the cameras. We have everything to do it. Hopefully it'll work out for us. Please, if you listen on iTunes, please subscribe to us. Just hit that subscribe button, and then you know what happens? It comes right to your door. It's simple.
Yeah, it's easy.
Every episode is delivered automatically to you.
Well, guess what? Good news, mommies.
What's that?
We're going to be performing together, Tommy Salami and the Christina Mommy, at the Ontario Improv, March 30th through April 1st.
Inland Empire.
The Easels.
So come out and see your mommies live and in person. And this week, Tom, also me, will be at the Laugh Out Loud, LOL, Comedy Club in San Antonio, Texas, the great state of Texas. I will be there all week long. It's a long week. So if you're in San Antonio, if you're near San Antonio, if you're within a 2.5-hour drive of San Antonio, come and see a show. We will have a lot of fun. It'll be a great time. And Christina?
Mommies, I will be at the Pittsburgh Improv March 22nd through 25th with Susie Meister of Road Rules fame.
Ooh.
Get out. And then also I'm going to be at Gilda's Fest. That's celebrating the life of the now deceased Gilda Radner and supporting women's cancer at Grand Rapids, Michigan, in Grand Rapids at the Dr. Grins Comedy Club. They're having a festival. Come on down. Mark Maron's going to be there. A bunch of other people are going to be there. Nikki Glazer. Very funny.
Very funny.
Very good.
Yeah. Have a good. It. Sounds like a good time.
Yeah, man.
You ready to do this?
Let's do this shit.
You ready to do this or not?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
What the fuck happened there?
I hate when you get me excited.
This shit is big time!
Who is Randy?
Don't bring anyone love into this.
Your mom in the fucking stand!
Welcome to your mom's house with Tom Segura, and
Christina Pajitsky.
welcome to your mom's house.
Here come the drums!
Alright. Yeah. Alright.
Here come the drums!
Alright. Yeah. Alright.
Bass in your face, not an 8-track, getting it good to the wood, so the people give you some of that reaction.
Yeah.
To the
That's a jam. I remember this.
Remember this?
Who is not crisscross?
What the
Third
fuck?
base?
No.
Crisscross will make it. Jump. No. Big
Holy-
Daddy Kane.
No, stop now.
LL Cool J.
Fucking Christ.
MC Hammer.
No. I still have their t-shirt from 5th grade.
This is Public Enemy.
There you go.
Yeah, I like
Here's a song to the store, but the shape of a snake and a smile that went along with that.
Get trusted.
Holy shit. Get the fuck out of here.
What
When I
year
was
this?
when I was an angry young black kid, I listened to a lot of Public Enemy then.
On the mean streets of Vero Beach.
Way before Vero.
This is Milwaukee?
Before then.
Cincinnati?
Minneapolis.
Oh, wow.
When I was in Minneapolis as a kid, I used to wear my Fear of a Black Planet t-shirt to school, not even knowing what it meant. I still have it. I have that shirt.
How did your parents like that?
They were just like, Tommy likes different things.
Do they even know what that was?
Fuck no, they didn't know.
Do they know what Fight the Power
this
was?
Super aggressive shit was blaring out of my bedroom every day. Like, can you imagine? You're like, how's Tommy doing? He's doing well.
Beware of the hand when it's coming from the left eye.
Yeah.
Just watch your step. Get trusted.
Oh, that's nice. What's he listening to?
Joining the Black Panthers.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. Good for you, though. You know why I love you?
Why is that?
At the same time, I was listening to the Ramones and the Clash.
It's just different.
And
I mean,
it's
it's the same
rebellion.
thing.
Yeah.
It's all about rebellion. It's all about groups people that don't have a voice or groups that don't have a voice and opening up and having a voice.
Right. Well, white kids generally had a voice.
Right, but
mine's
it's-
like white upper middle class.
But they
or middle
felt
class.
like they didn't have it. That's the common
Oh,
denominator.
yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
I like this.
He is, for people that like are only into today's hip hop, if you haven't listened to this, you're a fucking idiot. Okay?
This is
You don't know
really
shit.
good. This shit sounds.
This is even later in their
This is more
catalog.
exciting to me than the crap that's out right now.
It's so much better.
Yeah.
I mean, it is so much better, man.
I feel like they're talking about stuff. I mean, I'm not sure what kind of stuff, but it sounds like he's really talking about stuff, you know?
It's so good. You got to check out. You got to check out Public
You know
Enemy.
who I miss too, and they're not comparable, but Diggable Planets.
Yeah.
Because I think girls love Diggable Planets because they had such good hooks and meow, 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 remember that one? Meow, meow, meow.
Listen to
Yeah.
this shit.
Okay.
This is your
Wow.
jam. You want to start some shit? Put on Welcome to the Terror Dome.
Yeah.
Come on. It's like,
I like it.
this is what boxers should walk at. If I was a boxer, I'd put on Welcome to the Terror Dome. And then Menacing Laugh. Listen to this real quick.
I got so much trouble on my mind. Refuse to lose. Here's your ticket. Here's the drama get wicked.
Come on.
It's powerful.
It's so powerful. Yeah, there's a lot of fire in this shit, man.
Energy. A lot of aggressive energy, which I always like and resonate with. Anger.
Exactly.
Good.
Even as a kid, not understanding the meaning.
Yeah.
It's the aggression.
The emotion.
There's the emotions there.
To a teenage boy, this is like fire in your cock. Yeah.
This is what I had going through. This was in my ears every day.
I love
Welcome
it.
to the Terror Dome.
I love it. It's rebellion, teenage angst.
Yeah.
I like it.
Shit. Big shout out to Chuck D, Flav,
Yeah.
Terminator X.
I love Flavor Flav.
So good.
I remember watching Yo MTV Raps
Oh, yeah.
and being like, whoa, dude, what?
Bad Bob Freddy.
Bad Bob Freddy. Yeah, she
Dr.
was
Dre
cool.
and Ed Lover.
Yeah,
And not the Dre you're
Ed
thinking of.
Lover. Yeah, dude. I remember Ed Lover, yeah.
Yeah, they were great, man. I've never missed that. I never missed. Yo MTV Raps introduced me to Wu-Tang.
Oh, yeah.
I remember watching the chess boxing. I think that's what it's called, right? Was it chess boxing? Was that the video?
I'm not
that
an
premiered.
aficionado.
I think that's what it was called. Yeah, chess boxing. I remember this premiered on Yo MTV Raps, and I was like, "What in the fuck?"
Blew
is
your
this?
mind apart.
This.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, "Huh?"
You must think first.
And then Prodigy sampled
Before
this.
you move. Style is a mentally strong.
Yes, and then they have the dude.
Immune to nearly any weapon.
Yeah.
I was like, my eyes were peeled back over my forehead.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, snap.
okay, straight from Bolivia. And then, a lot of shit. NWA.
NWA was so big in Los Angeles.
Yeah, what was it like growing up with NWA?
Oh, it was the dopest thing. When that album dropped, Straight Outta Compton,
Yeah.
it fucking blew a hole in Los
It
Angeles.
must have. It must have been crazy.
I mean, those guys were saying, fuck the police. And
Yeah.
you've never heard anything like that. And to suburban white kids like me, I was like, fuck the police. Of course, now I'm like, I love the police, but
When I
back then, man.
I remember what's it called? I remember when my cousin, who's a cop, still a cop, came.
Oh, is it? Ooh. Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, Street Knowledge. Here we go. This is it. It's a jam.
Yeah. He came over to my house, and I had this shit playing.
your
And he
cop
was-
cousin.
My cop was like,
I'm sure
"What
he
the
loved
fuck is wrong with you?"
Crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, this shit's dope.
And Redman.
Redman, yep.
MTV Raps introduced me to Redman, who's Reggie Noble, the Funk Doctor Spot.
Okay.
I love that shit too.
At the same time you were watching Yo MTV Raps, I was watching 120 Minutes,
Really?
which is like the alternative. It played
Yeah.
at like midnight on a Sunday.
Yeah.
You have to record on VHS, the VCR.
Yeah.
Yeah, this, I remember in public school in LA, we couldn't wear red or blue.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because of the gang shit. Because of Colors came out, that movie Colors. And we weren't even allowed to wear it because they were Crip and Blood colors.
Yeah.
That's how influential this stuff was.
I really love this shit, man.
Yeah. Back when
Did you like that I was into this when we started dating? Or were you like, what the fuck?
I like anybody that's into what they like.
Yeah.
If you would have been like, hey, I'm really into country music, I'd be like, all right, it's not my thing, but
Yeah, that's
but I
true.
I like hip hop. I think everybody likes hip hop.
No.
Even when I was goth, I secretly would listen to hip hop. Like my friends and I secretly did.
Really?
This sounds like, is this Hirsute Pursuit?
No. This is
That hole belongs to me.
this
Yeah.
is like,
Oh snap! This is good. How can you not like this?
so when I was in high school, my high school football coach was like, "Hey, he asked me, I want you to make us a pregame mixtape,
No.
play over the loudspeakers, like over
Nice.
in the football stadium, like when we run out." And I was like, "Fuck yeah!"
Yeah.
And so this was song number 1, and I gave him the tape. It was still tape, so I had to play CDs and record it onto a tape.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
This was the first track. It came on the speakers, and he was like, what in the fuck is this? I was like, it's Redman. And he was like, what the fuck is Redman? And I was like, it's what you're listening to.
He was hoping for some 10,000 Maniacs.
No, he was like, I thought you would be like Zeppelin and, you know, and I was like, no, man, it's all this shit. And he was like, turn that shit off. And he didn't let it play. Oh. He didn't let me use it.
He thought you were a different kind of white
He totally thought I was a different kid.
Yeah.
He was like, I thought you were going to have some Metallica. I was like, but this is what I like. And he was like...
That is a white kid genre, though. The Zeppelin.
Yeah, he thought I was a heavy metal kid. But can you imagine running out to play football? Come on. This was the perfect choice. Coach, you fucked up. You should have let me. You should have let me play this shit, man. You should have let me.
That music gets me. I want to fucking stick it to the man when I hear that.
That's what I want to say to my coach. That's what I want to say to you, Coach. What do you think now?
Yeah, how you like me now?
How do you like me now?
In Mom's house.
All right, so that's our super mega hip hop intro. Let's get down to business.
Yeah.
First things first. We asked you, our listeners, last week to weigh in on our conversation about who do you like more? Who do you think is a sexier mommy? Do you like...
It's Salma Hayek.
Salma Hayek?
S-A-L-M-A, not Salma.
Penelope Cruz.
Penelope Cruz, yes.
I was Team Salma.
Yeah.
And you were Team Penelope.
Yes.
And they overwhelmingly decided... that they are absolutely down... with Team Salma. I mean, that was beautiful.
Thank you. Oh, I like and smell the Tapatio in the air right now.
It wasn't even. It was a landslide.
I know, and
I mean, you
mortified.
Got crushed.
I'm upset about it. I was very upset. I love this music so much.
Let me see. I think I have a couple listeners wrote in.
Yeah, they didn't just say they liked Selma. It was a little more aggressive.
Here's an email we got from a listener. Tom, I'm on Team Salma. On a scale of 0 to 4 cum buckets, I give Salma... He wrote Selma, but it's Salma.
Salma, yeah.
I give Salma 4 cum buckets, and I give Penelope 2 cum buckets. And I'm being generous in giving Penelope 2 cum buckets because of the amount of jizz it would even take to fill 1 cum bucket.
How dare you?
Salma not only looks hotter, but she sounds hotter too. Plus, I think that Salma would look good with or without makeup, but Penelope needs makeup to look good. Signed, Glenn. Thanks, Glenn. Would you like to read the next one?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm already disappointed because obviously this just goes to show that men and women find different things attractive about women. Like, for instance, us girls, we think like super model types are hot, and then you guys like to go for the trashy pigs. That's what this proves. Oh, I got big tits and I speak with men Spanish. Oh, I got a unibrow, a movie. Who cares? Okay, here's one.
I love it.
Here's
I love
another
it.
one.
Go for it.
Glenn. Oh, this is Sean. Team Salma all the way. I agree with Tom. I want to fill her with cum way more than Penelope. I can sum it up with 2 movies I enjoy equally. Salma made Desperado better. Penelope in no way made Blow better. Salma has the better body and no Spain-inspired pseudo-lisp when she talks. Well,
Thank
Sean,
you.
that was a very in-depth analysis.
Very much so. Very proud of your analysis.
Yes, but Sean, have you seen the recent Pirates of the Caribbean movie with Penelope Cruz?
She's very nice.
Nice.
She's very nice.
Her tits were big in that movie.
My friend Jim Callahan weighed in with It's Salma by a landslide, plus Cruz dated Cruz.
Right.
So she probably has
shit.
Scientology microchip implanted somewhere in her nether region.
In her nether region.
Thank
her
you,
lady friend.
Jim.
You know what? Actually, I take Penelope down a notch because of that Tom Cruise dating stuff. He's a fucking lunatic. There's no normal way you can date that guy. There's no way.
There's a couple other comments I have to read to our listeners.
I know. It's just horrifying.
Shake,
yeah.
Our buddy Shake. You remember Shake? We went to London with Shake.
Oh yeah, man.
Shake wrote, can we fill Salma up with Penelope?
Oh.
And I'll take it up the back end.
That.
If not, I'm Salma all the way. It would be the best 7 seconds of her life.
What? I still don't get it.
Ari Shafir, our good friend Ari, said, while Penelope Cruz is clearly less hot, she seems more likely to have an abortion and therefore wins my juice.
I love Ari's analysis. Yes.
Yeah, and it went on and on. I mean, it's Salma. It's on and on and on.
Look, I'm not happy about that. Like I said, it just goes to show guys and girls find different things attractive in women. I thought overwhelmingly that Penelope Cruz was the hotter one. But I'm wrong. You guys like slut pigs. You guys like fuckability, apparently.
Guys, don't worry about it. I got your back.
Wait, you know our friend Ryan Sickler from the Crab Feast, who I did their podcast yesterday?
Yeah.
He goes, I like Salma because she got more meat on her bones.
I like them tits. I don't have an accent. What are y'all talking about? Yeah, that's my favorite thing he says. Yeah. What accent?
Baltimore.
I'm from Baltimore. I lived in the city, moved out to the county, came back to the city. But yeah, I mean, I'm a B-more guy all the way. I don't have an accent.
Whatever. You know what, guys? I know you've spoken, and I'll respect your decision. I'm not happy about it.
We showed her, guys. We totally taught her a lesson.
Fill her with cum. And thanks, Tom, for encouraging them to write things like, I want to fill her with cum. And how many orifices will I fill with her jizz?
Seal her. The whole thing was to seal her shut.
Oh, my God, babe. You know, we can't encourage people to be typing this shit on the internet. You know what I mean? They have jobs to
Absolutely,
keep.
we can.
Employers to be worried about. You can't just write that stuff.
Oh. So, you know what we did the other day that we haven't done in a long time? We went out. Yeah. We're so antisocial. It's so bad. Terrible, man.
Well, you know, the way I see it is that you and I entertain people for a living.
Yeah.
And when we're home, it's just down mommy time. It's just on the couch. We watch a lot of Hoarders, a lot of My Strange Addiction. There was a girl that drank gasoline this week on the episode we watched, which was pretty horrifying. We like to do that. We like to eat brownies. We made some Fat Girl brownies last night with some ice cream because Tommy likes the hot and the cold together in a bowl.
I do like it together.
And then we got forced to go out. We agreed to go out with a friend of ours, a comedian. Should we say who it is?
Whatever.
Or should we keep it anonymous?
Keep it anonymous. It makes it more intriguing.
Okay. Comedian and his
comedian actor,
his friend, yes. And we went out. We actually went to Koreatown and we took a cab to go do that.
We don't ever do that.
Yeah, it's fucking mortifying to leave our house.
That place was the shit, though.
Yeah.
We ended up stepping into a fucking time machine / portal into another world.
A Korean world.
It like you walk in there and you're like, whoa! It was like all wood inside.
Yeah, I like that.
Everything on the wall was not. It was all in Korean. Nothing was like, hey, Guaylo, welcome. It was all like, this is Korean shit for Korean people, which is the best type of place to.
Oh, that means you're gonna eat good shit.
And do you remember how much food they brought?
Oh,
out?
dude! And not only that, people were smoking next to us,
all over.
Yeah,
and they're not allowed to, but they're like, yeah, you can.
But that's how you know it's a dope place.
Yeah, smoking. And in LA, that's a big. If you don't live in LA, listen, smoking is not allowed within like yards of the door.
Yeah, they're
like,
real.
You can't
gay
smoke
about it.
like in the parking lot of restaurants.
Yeah, it's so.
They were like,
lame.
fuck it. Here's your food. Here's an ashtray.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want.
And we got tons. We ordered because we couldn't really tell what the menu was. So it was like, yeah, I get fucking cheesy corn and ribs and
Everything.
2 platters and then hot soups.
They were moving stuff. They were throwing food off of a plate onto other food. And then they're like, Jesus, do you know how much you guys ordered? And we were like, no.
And the Korean people next to us, you got up to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
They were just marveling at all the disgusting shit on our table.
Yeah,
like,
we really.
Look at these fat white people.
Yeah, we
were
really
so
overdid
gross.
it, man.
So we do that.
Damn, it was good.
It was amazing. And then we kept drinking and drinking. And then we did karaoke, which... How many years has it been since we've done karaoke together? Maybe my 26th birthday?
Yeah.
That you came to like 9 years ago?
Singing is not in my fucking wheelhouse. I was
What,
really
like
bad.
it's in mine?
You were better than me.
We're both terrible.
Our friend was really good.
Really good. He knew all the jams.
He knew how to sing.
Yeah.
He really had a voice. Singing hits too.
Yeah.
And he knew how to sing like the way that the artist would sing.
Yes.
He would change it up.
Well, some people like to get it perfectly like that.
Yeah.
Like the inflection and like everything's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's not how you and I roll.
No, I was singing before the letters would light up, and it was
Yeah,
bad.
but you'd also, let's just call it out here. You had a few.
Oh,
How
yeah.
many did you strap on?
I really tied one on.
You
I
tied
did.
one on, yeah.
Yeah.
What is this?
That's
Terrible.
somebody that sings like me.
This song sucks.
I know, but this is basically my level.
Yeah, this is better than what I do.
I don't
I
have that
scream.
tolerance. You know what it is? Is that when I started fucking with liquor.
Yeah.
And you know when I started?
When?
When we started.
Oh, you. Oh, that's
I was having top
right.
shelf margs to start off.
You having margs at the
Yeah.
house, yeah. That's dangerous. So you did margs, which is tequila.
Right, tequila.
This is how I sound, but I scream a lot. That's how I do it. I like to sing, and I scream. I just scream. I have no idea how to sing. I don't talk from my diaphragm. I don't sing from my diaphragm.
No.
I don't know how people do it. It's so hard.
It is hard, and I do this thing that when I sing.
Oh, I hate this song. This makes me bananas when girls do this fucking
It's
song.
always chicks.
Chicks love this song. Wow. Hey, you know who's really...
I do that thing where I sing. I'll sing like that to myself. Like
Yeah,
I sing,
yeah.
and then when it's time to actually sing, I'll be like, "Oh, you got to put your voice into it."
Oh, it's so
And then
hard.
it's really hard because I'm like, "Ooh, I have a really bad voice."
They have Tamar voice.
She sucks.
I know. Hey, do you know who really loves to karaoke a lot?
Who?
The guy that plays Mr. Belding on Saved by the Bell,
Really?
Dennis Haskins. Dude, he is at Dimples. If you guys want to see Dennis Haskins, he's at Dimples like every, I think, Friday or Sunday, and he's like the ringmaster of it.
Really?
He karaoke's like a lunatic. If you Google Mr. Belding or Dennis Haskins doing karaoke,
Yeah.
he's at Dimples, and there's a million videos of him singing. I think he wanted to release
Is he
an
good?
album.
So he has a voice.
I think so. I've never seen him do
His
it.
videos online?
Yeah, they're online. If you Google it or go to YouTube. Oh, that's a good one.
I've lost my mind. I can't. I just do the chorus because I'm a bit
Is that John
nervous.
Lennon?
Some kid auditioning.
Is this American Idol?
X Factor, I think.
That's terrible.
It's really
And
bad.
then my favourite one's Aqua Barbie Girl.
Oh no.
Do you want to go for a ride?
Holy shit, man.
Oh my god, I'm gonna kill
Wow.
myself.
Oh,
This
it's
song
really
makes
fucking
me
terrible, man.
homicidal. Yeah.
But
So, yeah.
I was drunk by midnight, and I thought it was 4 a.m.
We started early. We started around like 8
7
or 7.
7.
Top shelf margs.
Yeah.
And
The-
then beers.
Beer, and I was drinking what's the Korean
Soju.
soju, which is one of their liquors, right?
Oh yeah.
So I did a few shots of that.
Yeah.
So I had one going. Then we go to the other bar because we went to the other
Right.
bar.
Then another.
I just had a beer there.
You have to understand the mommies don't go to bars.
We're not boozers.
We don't
And
do
people
this
think because
shit.
I'm a comic, I'm a big dude. They're like, "You look like you
Yeah.
can fucking drink, man." It's like, yeah, but I don't do it regularly. Therefore, my tolerance has gone way down.
Oh, I don't drink at all. I have 2 drinks
No.
and I'm hammered.
I know on the road too, when people are like, "You want? Can I get you a drink?" I'm like, I can get free drinks. First of all,
Oh
you don't
yeah,
have to buy
I know.
me a
I
drink.
feel bad when they buy you a drink.
I
You're
know.
like, don't do that,
You're
please.
like, I got it. And secondly, no, like, I don't want to have a drink. I don't like it when they're like when there's 2 shows in a night and they go, "Have a drink." I'm like, "No, I got another show." And they're like, "So what? Don't you go up there loaded?" I'm like, "Actually, no. See how I'm
Yeah.
totally sober right now talking to you?
I guess it's the John Belushi that everyone thinks
Yeah.
that comedians are like that.
Fucking animals on. Yeah, no.
It's hard.
I don't like to perform buzzed.
I
don't like
can't.
it. I do like having a drink or 2 when the shows are over.
Yes,
You know,
when you're done, you
done.
can wind down.
I like that on like a Friday or Saturday night. It's like, hey, We're winding down now.
Oh, that's fantastic. But I can't imagine going up high.
But liquor, that's why you notice you never see me drink liquor.
No,
because I get like that.
Well, I remember one time when right before we started dating, we were just friends.
Yeah,
and it was your birthday party, and you were like 20,
turning 25.
And we were at some like the Hollywood Canteen bar.
Yeah.
And Tom is hammered, plastered, shit-housed. And I look over and you're jumping rope.
Jump roping, yep. Jumping rope, yep.
I was like,
in the club. Where the bouncer who came over to tell me to stop was laughing. He was like, "Hey, man,
it was great."
He was like, and I was doing shit like boxer shit, like doubles, like skipping it twice,
drunk,
and cha 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 cha, and fucking. And he was like, "Hey, looks like you're really good at that, but you can't do that." And I was like, "Why not?" And I was really fucking into it.
And belligerent, and you were a little upset that you couldn't do it
I wanted
more.
to.
But you know what? That's
what I wanted to say. That's what I wanted to say to him, man.
But it made me like you in a sexual way. That's one of the first times I looked at you differently, not just as Tom Segura, my friend, but I was like, that guy can jump rope drunk. That's kind of cool.
And I could really jump rope. I mean, I was moving that shit around. I'm telling you.
Skip, yeah.
You know, I'm back into it. I'm boxing now.
I know.
So,
I can't believe it. How was your class tonight? We haven't really talked about it.
Listeners, if you want to lose some weight, try boxing.
And you want to fart at the end of class?
I fart at the end of every boxing class.
That's what you keep telling me.
I'm boxing at a gym here near my place, and it's fucking awesome. I really recommend boxing. It's such a great workout.
Oh, boxers have to have such good wind. You have to be able to.
Yeah, believe me, it's hard as fuck.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Is that your email coming in?
Yeah, sorry. I know I look like I'm going to die during the class.
Yeah.
And there's sometimes where I'm like, holy shit, I don't know how much longer I can take of this. Yeah. But that's how, like, I'm the type, I need an activity.
I'm the same way.
I've plateaued with running and lifting. Like, I do it, I can't do that for an hour, but I can go into a place, jump rope, do some push-ups, sit-ups, do focus pads, start doing speed work, hit the heavy bag.
Hitting stuff's good for you.
And then you feel like, wow, I'm doing something. And then you don't realize an hour went by.
Oh, yeah. Look, I don't mean to brag, but I studied Kung Fu at Griffith Park.
Did they do that to you?
I did that. I took an all-female Kung Fu class, and it was dope, dude.
Yeah,
this little 20-year-old girl was like a black belt, and she, it wasn't official. We just did it for fitness and kicking stuff, but it was hard as fuck. To even go for like 2 minutes on the bag to punch it or kick it, it is incredibly difficult. I'm so proud of you, Jeans.
Thanks, Jeans.
Wait, we didn't even, no, back to karaoke. We didn't even scratch the fucking surface.
No.
So here we are. It's about midnight, and we sung Fernando by ABBA. We've done Talking Heads.
We did Talking Heads. I did a Rihanna song.
You did the Rihanna,
but I could. I was so upset they didn't have my song. I was so upset.
They didn't have Homeless Cave.
They didn't have it. They had Run This Town.
And that you did a great job.
No, I did not.
I thought you did great.
No, and that was my first one. It was already all fucked up.
You did it. You were like,
I was looking, and I kept going to trying to find our song, and
here she is.
This is what I wanted to do. I was so excited about this.
It gets me excited. Just this intro is so good.
Brown diamonds in my eyes.
Brown diamonds.
We would have fucking took it down.
Yeah.
If this was there, come on.
Homeless Cave. I love it.
If that would have been there, come on. I would have lost my mind.
Yeah, me too.
And especially if you gave me a few more Jack and Cokes. I would have ripped that fucking room apart. That's the other thing, by the way. That was my first. I didn't know how Koreans do it.
Oh,
the private room. We did the private room. Do you know what that's even about? I bet there's people that don't even know that.
Let's
shit.
explain that shit. I'll break it down.
That is.
Can we sing it as homeless gay once? With some homeless gays.
Sure.
I want to do it one time the other way. Yeah.
Of course.
Thankfully, the chorus comes around every 10 seconds. It's a meow, 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 meow. We fell in love with some homeless gays. We fell in love with some homeless gays. Everybody
With
sing.
some homeless gays.
We fell in love
With some homeless gays.
yeah.
Oh, suck. I forgot. I fucking forgot that it's gays and not cave. That's how long it's been.
This is so fun. Yeah. I hope people karaoke this our way
Fuck
now.
yeah.
We fall in love
With some homeless gays.
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 Oh, yeah.
Yeah, suck it. Suck that cock. You gotta spit in my asshole before you fuck it.
Tommy.
Oh, is that a sandwich?
Anyways,
I love this house.
clearly you can tell that if that had been on the playlist,
Oh.
we'd be reporting that we got signed to a new deal.
Yeah, we dominate that. We terminate with extreme prejudice.
That would have been the shit. So tell them how Koreans do it.
Dude, so Koreans, if you don't know this, they karaoke in public, yeah, but then they also have private rooms that you can rent by the hour, and it's like $30 an hour.
Yeah.
So you and your friends.
You get your privacy.
Privacy,
You don't have to
drink
sing in front of
service.
strangers. Yeah.
They come in with bottles of Crown Royale or whatever the hell you want.
Yeah.
And I mean, the music selection at this place, let's be honest, wasn't stellar, but there's a million places in Koreatown you can go.
Yeah. They still, I
place
mean,
was new.
they had some stuff.
They didn't have Homeless Cave.
They did, and that's a bummer. That's what I was looking for when I
know,
played
dude.
Run This Town.
You still did a good job, Boo Boo.
Thank you.
But anyway, Asian people and immigrants in general, they have all kinds of secret shit.
The best part though we didn't tell is that first of all, you know, it's so loud in those rooms.
Yeah.
You can hear in from other rooms, and
Yeah.
we would hear like the room next to us singing, but they would be singing Korean songs.
Yeah.
So to hear like bad Korean singing done was
Don't
really
ichi
oh my god, it was it just sounded like gibberish, to not to sound crude, but it was like and you're like, wow, that is fucking terrible.
I'm sure we sounded
And-
the same to them.
No, I know, but to
Oh.
our ears, because we don't even know what they're singing. And the other thing was that the videos that played in the background.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's a video that plays on the screen that has the letters, and they light up obviously when to sing. But there's something playing, so like you know,
a
so there's
story.
a
It's a
story,
little story,
and
yeah.
they were all death, war related, people getting hit by cars.
Literally getting shot,
Bombs.
blood coming out of their eyes.
People crying, screaming and crying, and then it would go up to a sunset or something. You'd be like, "What in the
Yeah.
fuck?" And that was for like upbeat songs.
That was for romantic, like Madonna's "Cherish."
Run This
And
Town
then-
had that, yeah.
Yeah, and then you'd see a guy getting shot in the fields, in rice fields, and bleeding out.
You're like, what does this have to do with
And
this?
a woman with a machine gun giving birth in a rice field somewhere. You're like, what the fuck?
It makes no sense at all. It's so. I mean, it is extreme. It was
It's
really
awesome.
extreme.
But that's what made it like the best.
Oh, we started laughing so hard. That made it
was
hard
so
to sing.
The only part I would say the downfall was you getting so drunk.
Yeah.
My husband, you guys, got so hammered that he was sitting behind me and kept grabbing my tits as we were just talking or just singing. I would try to sing and he would grab my tits over and
Yep.
over. And I'm like, Tommy, you got to knock it just a little bit. Because there were other people that had showed up, not just our immediate friends.
Yeah.
What was that, Tom?
That was like how I felt when I was doing it. You know,
Let's play it again.
I was squeezing your tits.
Oh my God.
Playing.
Be nice to him. I'll fuck you up.
That's how I was doing it.
You
Got
felt
those
aggressive like that?
Mm-hmm.
And
It was
you
an
were,
aggressive thing.
Yeah, it wasn't even like a playful, it was like a real aggressive over and over again.
Yeah.
And then you were insisting that we sing one together.
Yeah, I was
Do you
like, let's
remember
sing
that?
one together. We haven't sang one together yet. Yeah.
You're like, come on. And you got mad at me because like you and I, there was a very short list.
Yeah.
And
Next door, I'll fuck you up.
That's how I was saying it to you. I wanted you to
so
sing with
aggressive.
me. Yeah.
And there's very few songs that you and I both know well enough. Because you like, hip hop and I like the alternative.
I know. But I
Let's sing a song.
that's how, I love you. I wanted to sing with you.
I just fucking sing.
I felt neglected.
Yeah, did you feel like I wasn't paying enough attention to you?
Exactly. Hello. Hello.
Then grabbing
I was
my
looking
tits.
for love. That's why I grabbed your tits aggressively. That's why I was like, let's sing together.
Yeah, you were so aggressive.
I wouldn't have done any of that if I wasn't hammered, though.
No, that's not your style normally.
No, and when we tapped out, that was the thing. I was like, we gotta go, man. And I just gave him some money. I was like, put that towards the bill.
Do you know what jerks we are? Like, you and I are not good at goodbyes or like the slow wind down.
No.
Like me, when I'm done, I'm fucking done.
Yeah,
I'm
gotta
like,
go.
Let's get out of
I
here,
gotta go.
man.
I'm the same way.
I'm done. So you and I basically, like, they're having so much fun, and it was like 12:30.
Yeah.
And you and I were like, all right, we're done. And we just threw money on the table and
Yeah.
got up and left.
I
like
know. I feel
assholes.
bad about it now.
I don't.
Okay.
They know us.
Yeah, they're friends.
If people know us, they know that that's how we roll. Like, we're not going to give a tearful and fucking hugging later.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Now, the best part of this is that as we're leaving this Korean joint,
We get Cheetos.
you got Cheetos because you're like, I'm hungry, even though we just ate a full buffet.
I'm
meal.
I'm drunk.
Drunk as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you go. No, this is what you do. You go, oh, when I get home, I'm gonna eat that Indian curry in the freezer. And I'm like, do you really think that's a good idea? Indian spicy curry when you're hammered and we just had Korean. Like, you're already gonna have diarrhea tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then you got the Cheetos instead, which was a better selection.
Mm-hmm.
So the Korean guy calls us a cab.
Right. We're like, we need a cab, and he's like,
Right.
yeah, I got it for you.
So we're out there and we're kind of not believing him. Like, yeah, right, he called us a cab. And I'm kind of looking on Wilshire to see some yellow cabs.
Mm-hmm.
And as we're like trying to
Which, by the way, people don't know who don't like live here.
Yeah.
It's a way harder city to get a cab in than you would imagine.
It's almost impossible.
It's so spread out. You don't see cabs flying by like you do in like in big
New York.
yeah,
San
or just even like
Francisco.
condensed like downtown areas, of big cities.
Dude,
It's
just
not
because LA like is so big that to take a cab somewhere, that's why it was such a big deal to take a cab there. It
Yeah.
costs, first of all, a fortune because you're going
Yeah.
across town.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's just not many.
And that really wasn't that far that we went, actually.
No, but the guy took the long way on the goddamn freeway and then
Yeah.
through downtown and this and that. So we're fucking standing there and you're eating your Cheetos, like zoned out. And the Korean guy comes back and he's like, okay, your cab.
Yep.
And we look and there's no
No
yellow
cab,
car.
no taxi word, no word of the word, no sign saying cab or taxi or driver or anything. It's just
Yeah.
a black, like, what was it, like an Acura or
A
something?
Lexus, I thought.
Was it?
It was
Might
pretty
have been.
gangster.
It was
Murdered
nice.
out. It was murdered out. It was black on black on black.
Yeah, yeah.
It was rad.
Yeah.
So we get in and I'm at first I was like, I'm not fucking getting into this car, man. Because they're going to kidnap us. This is not a mark. It's illegal, first of all.
Yeah.
There's no meter. There's
nothing.
There's no markings.
But he did the, go, get in. Like, just the gesture, like, go. And he held open the door, like, get in.
Yeah, which
Dude.
I immediately trust Asian people.
Yeah, me too.
I trust immigrants that look, like if they look at you in a certain way, like, and not only
Yeah.
that, like the Korean driver, once I looked at him,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, little, like nice Korean dudes. He was kind of sleepy.
Yeah.
Sleepy Korean guys don't kidnap white people.
Yeah.
They
I
take-
do
they take you
trust
home.
Asians way more. I do.
Oh, I trust them all the time.
Yeah.
Over any other race.
Yeah.
More than white people. I trust
I'm
Asians.
down with the Asians, for sure.
Yeah.
Are you Asian? I like you.
So he drives us home, and it's cheaper than any cab
In a
ride
nice car.
ever, in like
Yeah.
a Lexus.
Yeah.
Murdered out, and we roll up to the mommy pad, and it was like the cheapest, awesomest. And we got his card. It's all in Korean, but we're going to be using him from now on.
I already called him for tomorrow.
To go to the airport.
Yep,
Yeah.
taking him to the airport.
So dope.
Illegal style is the way to go.
Oh, it's totally illegal.
That's
the
the way to
best.
go. That is the way to go.
Dude, immigrants know how to hook that shit up.
Oh, totally. And if you can get in with one, like I had to call this guy like 15 times. And he was like,
Yeah.
He answered the phone in Korean. Then he said the next thing in Korean. And I was like, hey, man, you gave me a ride the other night from Koreatown to my place. And he was like, like feeling me out.
He finally answered, though, because you called and called.
Called him
then-
over and over and over. And then he was like, all right. Yeah. It's the way to go. It's totally illegal, but it's the way to go.
Totally. When I was in Korea and Seoul, I did like military gigs there. Mm-hmm. They drive like assholes. I mean, I'm not exaggerating. Like our cabbie would do about 80 miles an hour through just like Seoul streets.
This guy was a good driver, though.
He was good. He was.
It just shows you though, like if you can get in with like a culture, a race of people.
Dude.
You know, like in LA, you see it a lot. The different groups take care of each other.
For sure. The Persians hook up Persians. My dad, Hungarians. He does business only with pretty much Hungarians.
Or Eastern Blockers, right?
Or Eastern Bloc. Or
Chinese. You dated the Chinese guy.
Yeah. The Chinese hook up the Chinese, man.
The Persians, they take care of the Persians.
Mm-hmm.
It's a you get in the circle.
Oh, yeah. White people, we just rip each other off.
And in the gym that I go to, a lot of Armenians, they totally all roll together.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it, man.
Yep.
If you ever get your car fucked up, don't go to like a normal American body shop. Mm-mm. Always go to like Romanian. I do. Mm-hmm. Romanian, Transylvanian guys.
Yeah.
Armenians.
We even went to a Korean guy. Remember?
Oh, I was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go to a Korean guy.
Right.
Yeah, he does all my car shit.
That's what you got to look. Don't just go to white people.
No.
You don't know what you're missing, man.
Yeah, they're the best.
All right. So what was the thing we wanted to talk about? Oh, yeah.
Which one are we doing?
Do you want to talk about what happened when you went to the gym?
Oh, my God. So I get on these kicks where I decide I'm going to get fit.
Right. We both do.
Yeah, like I get all fucking crazy. Mm-hmm. I'm like, this is it.
You're gonna lift. Yeah.
I gotta get in shape now. Too much sitting has ruined my body. Too much abuse has gone on for too long. From now on, it'll be 50 push-ups each morning. Yeah. 50 pull-ups. Yeah. There'll be no more pills. There will be no more bad food. No more destroyers of my body. From now on, it'll be total organization. Every muscle must be tight.
Yeah.
That's from Christina's diary.
That's how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Travis Bickle. Like, today's the day I'm going to train every muscle.
Yeah.
And I go down to the gym. And our goddamn gym, they make you take these towels in. You know,
you have to have a towel, or you have to buy a towel.
Yeah, I don't want to buy it. So
right.
I always take kind of a dirty one that we got laying around.
Yeah, like when you gave me the meat towel. When I was like, I need a towel because I sweat like an animal. And you're like, here's one. And then I'm wiping my face. I'm like, what is that smell on this towel? And then I look at the towel and it's orange. And then it's like it's on my face. And you're like, oh, it's a dirty meat towel. We'll use it to wipe down meat that was on the counter.
It was from Thanksgiving.
Ugh.
It was a Thanksgiving towel.
It was so foul. And I rubbed it all over my face.
I know.
It was really fucked up.
It made me laugh so hard.
It was really fucked up to do. It was not cool.
Pizza? What was that?
Pizza?
Piva?
No, pizza.
Pizza?
Pizza? That's what kind of food was on there?
Pizza? Pizza?
I like that.
Pizza?
I love pizza.
Yeah, so I had that shit all over my fucking face. Anyways, this time I'm out of town. You go.
Yeah, but you actually sweat when you
exercise.
I sweat
like, yeah.
Me, I like to go on the treadmill.
I sweat like I look like I'm dying. Like that's the
Always.
thing. Yeah, people are like, "Are you okay?"
That's because you're a big old grizzly bear.
Yeah.
Grizzles sweat like crazy.
Yeah, it's all the body fat. Let's be honest.
Yeah, husky bear. Well, I've got meat too.
Anyways,
Anyway, I take in the fucking dumb towel because if I don't, how much do they charge you?
And I'm gone. I don't know. They charge you $2 for a towel.
God damn it! For a towel, I'm not even gonna.
But it's the thing is, you don't want it. You want to bring you already have towels. That's the thing.
All right, so I bring that towel from the house, and I'm going in. I go into the gym. I go to the restroom because I gotta pee before I get on the goddamn machine. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to pee halfway through my workout.
Right.
So I'm peeing. And I get up and I'm like, where's my towel, man? What did I do with my towel? And I look, and sure enough, I dumped it in the toilet. Because I put it on my belt, like I had a latch, like where I tied my thing around my waist, and it slipped into the toilet, and there was pee all over the towel.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
No, and so here's the thought I had.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, fuck. Like, I need a towel, otherwise they're going to charge me, and I'm cheap. And secondly, like, what do I, like, I fish the towel out because in my head I was like, dude, Tom's going to kill me if I throw it away.
This is the part I don't understand. I've never been one to be like, why did you think I would get mad about that? Why wouldn't you throw that shit? When you told me that you peed on it, my immediate thought was like, oh, so then you threw that away. That was the next line in my head. And you're like, no, I thought you'd be mad. And I was like, what? When have I ever gotten mad about something like that?
Well, because it was like a nice one. It was a nicer one.
Yeah, I wouldn't have cared.
One like your mom gave us.
I would not have cared.
A name brand.
Yeah.
No, okay, so... Pizza. So I pull it out of the toilet. It's got pee all over it. And I like rinse it off. And then I squeeze it out. No, and then... Because in my head, I'm like, oh, Tom's going to kill me if I throw it away. And then I fold it so it looks kind of dry. And then I take it out and I pretend that it's my towel.
Holy shit. You rinsed your piss towel. What the fuck, man? Yeah. I don't get that at all.
I did.
Well, I don't know why you would have done that at all.
Because I thought you'd be in trouble. Like you would get mad at me. You'd be upset that I threw a towel away or something.
Not at all.
That's my shitty immigrant upbring, though.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
You be nice to him. I'll fuck you up.
That's what you thought I was going to do?
That's what you were going to do to me. I thought because the immigrant in me is like, you can't throw that away. You might need a piss towel at some point in your life. You know what I mean?
I cannot believe you thought I would be upset about that.
I think like a hoarder.
I pissed on myself about 2 weeks ago. I was in the hotel, and I never do. You know when you decide to just do something that you don't normally do? I'm standing there, I'm taking a piss, I'm tired, and I have my boxers on, and I pull my boxers down and just pull my junk out.
Okay, I thought that's how you normally do.
Right.
Yeah?
So
okay.
I'm just taking a leak. And then, like, midway through the piss, like where I'm still going to piss for another, I don't know, 10 seconds or something, I just pick up I have the thought, why don't you just flush it now with your toe? So I just lift my left leg up, and I hit what's it called?
The flusher?
Yeah, with my toe.
Yeah.
And I look down, it's flushing, and I'm pissing all over my boxer. Because when I lifted my leg up, it brought my boxers up. And I just soaked my boxers in piss.
I thought you would pee on your face. Doesn't that make your wieners point up?
No, because I'm still holding it down. I'm holding it. I'm aiming it.
Okay.
But I move the shorts move, and then I'm just pissing all over them. I'm like, oh, so there's another fucking email. Sorry.
I love that.
Yeah.
That is so gross. So what did you do? Did you rinse the boxers off and keep wearing them?
No.
Like you should?
No, I took them off, and then I threw them on the ground like I always do. And that was it. I was done with it.
I'm so proud of you, babe.
Yeah. I'm not some fucking animal, you know?
I don't even know what I did with the piss towel. I think it's somewhere in your laundry basket.
Thank you.
Like the one by the laundry machine. I was like,
That's soaked in your piss.
Yeah.
It's great, babe.
No, I rinsed it off. And it was clear pee. That means that I'm hydrated. You ever seen the piss?
Clear is good.
The piss charts?
Yeah.
Like when you go to military bases?
Yeah.
My urine is generally clear to light yellow.
That's good.
And that means I hydrate properly.
That's correct. Yeah. You don't want it to look like sunshine.
No. Are you hydrating after your boxing?
Look at me. I have two.
Okay.
I have a liter and a half of water.
You gotta hydrate, soldier.
You know, hydrating isn't just for graduates.
Florida graduates. Oh, people want to hear that. That's so gross. You drink like an animal. That was one swig for Tommy. That amount that you just drank, like I could never do that in one swoop. You drink like a bear, like a grizzly animal bear.
Speaking of bears,
yeah.
Why don't we play a little?
Ew! And then I just heard your dirty throat sound.
Yeah, you heard that?
Yeah, I went.
Yeah, it did. It made a weird noise.
Fucking Cam.
Yeah. I love her so much. I love it.
She's a hero. So you brought this to my attention.
Oh yeah, this is something I found a couple years ago.
Did you really?
I did. I was surfing the internet looking for yoga in Los Angeles because I thought for some reason I would try that. And then
I went to the yoga thing too.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'll do that.
I'm not interested in that.
Yeah.
And so I found this shit called it's called Hot Nude Yoga.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, this is interesting. I wonder if you know what this is. And it was a bunch of dudes.
Yeah.
Dudes doing yoga naked.
It was a lot of dudes. It's definitely, it's spectacular.
It's amazing. And they have it in New York and I think in LA. And this guy started it and they swear it's not sexual.
Well, here, let's just give you a taste.
Yeah, let's just, okay.
It's called Hot Nude Yoga.
Hot Nude Yoga.
I thought it's going to be 20 minutes of yoga, and then degenerate into an orgy. And boy, it doesn't. It's just really hard yoga.
I think
it's
we found
the most
dudes.
sensual experience being with another man without it getting sexual.
Sure.
Ooh. It sure looks like it's about to get sexual.
As soon as you hear about hot nude yoga, you just want to know who's going, what's happening, and do they have boners.
You know, when you walk into a room of 20 or 30 or 40 gay men, just opening themselves up to the practice.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful experience to have gay men being supportive of one another.
Yes.
And then take the
Yes.
2 corners of your mouth upwards.
Where are the dudes at?
But what is the nudity about?
Yeah.
Couldn't that same nurturing, supportive exploration of a yogic practice be accomplished with men being supportive and clothed?
In my opinion, there really aren't any nurturing places that gay men can go and be naked and touch each other without it being sexual.
Where are the dudes at?
It's like nothing anybody has ever tried before.
Right.
Really.
What emerged was this community and people that are hungry for this stuff. People are hungry for this work.
I love one of my favorite things is that really poor excuse for this.
Yeah.
Which is the a supportive atmosphere. What?
Well, no. It's a supportive atmosphere where men can be nude with each other.
But what?
It's not sexual.
Right.
It's sensual. And you're like, well, was there a need for dudes to get together and not be sexual?
Was it?
Yeah.
Was there a big restriction on this? Could you not just go to Rim Job Tuesdays somewhere and have this done?
Apparently, there was a huge need for dudes to be naked and doing yoga next to each other and not fucking each other.
Here's the founder giving you some information.
Oh, I love
here.
him. He's so creepy.
Okay.
Students have sex with each other? No, they don't.
No, they don't.
I mean, that's just not allowed in class.
In
There's
class,
rules,
he specifies
no
that. They can fuck each other, just not right when the class is going
Clean
on.
each other's penises and no kissing. Inhale deeply and exhale deeply. But I do encourage people to touch. Like, for example, maybe to place your hand on your partner's heart or to give each other a hug or to support each other in a yoga pose.
But they could be aroused.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Some people are aroused the whole class. I don't think I could really make a rule. Don't be aroused. You cannot be aroused. Go down. You know, it just wouldn't work.
Does it improve people's sex lives as well?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I can see that.
People can get in touch with their breath and get in touch with another person's breath and tune into that, then, I mean, your sex life will go through the roof. Person on the floor, feel the breath moving into...
I don't know about that claim.
I don't know.
I do think this is just a way to be around dicks.
It is.
Out and then have it under the guise of like, oh, this is for yoga.
Spiritual.
By the way, cool cock you got there.
Well, you guys have to see it. If you can Google hot nude yoga, and you really have to see this. How the two guys will be like dick to dick, and then they'll bend backwards, and it's the funniest thing you've ever
It's
seen.
about creating a place that people can come, touch, to experience each other in an environment that's non-sexual.
Come.
Except we do touch each other's mulabandhas once in a while.
That laugh. And then we stab each other.
I'm hungry for this stuff. People are hungry for this work. It's about creating a place that people can come, touch, to experience each other in an environment that's non-sexual. Except we do touch each other's mulabandhas once in a while.
Creepy laughs.
Yeah.
Mulabandhas.
I've been practicing yoga about 14 years. 2.5 years ago is when I met Aaron. And the first time we talked, Aaron and I, it was like an hour on the phone.
Oh. I was like, I'm into cum. Are you into cum?
With Aaron, yoga it's his existence. And he brought me right along.
This is called bullshit. Just for anybody wondering.
Well, that's what this documentary. So they're trying to make a documentary about the founder of it, and how it actually has turned into more of just less about the experience of yoga per se, and more about this guy marketing a place for dudes just to get naked and have a sense of community.
This is a fucking 80s bathhouse.
Yeah, it's so rad. Yeah, it's so great.
So you know what? Go support it. Back it. There's a Kickstarter campaign.
Yeah.
Let dudes fucking be dudes, man.
Let the dudes find each other at Hot Nude Yoga.
Yeah.
I highly encourage you to Google this and just watch the trailer for them bending and doing it. It's just funny to watch naked guys.
It reminds me of something, though. Something we have to do.
What's that?
And I had this thought, and then we got a number of emails from people who have only been listening since we've been off of Death Squad.
Right.
And some of the things that we talk about, they don't know what the foundation
They don't know
is.
where the dudes are at. They don't know
They
why.
don't know why we're looking for
Give
the
a
dudes.
shit, yeah.
And so here's a little backstory of the dudes and where they're at and the hunt for them. And hopefully one day we can find them. The story goes like this. When I was in college, my roommate at the time, Casey, and I went to a party, a fraternity party, and we were on the patio, the deck, right?
Yeah.
And it was supposed to be packed, but there was nobody there. So while we were waiting on this deck, we're looking around like, where are all the people that are supposed to be here? A guy came up to me and was like, nobody's here, man. And I was like, I know. And I was like, I think I heard that the volleyball team just got back from an away game, so that they should be here pretty soon. The volleyball team are all girls. And he goes, what about dudes? And then I saw from across the deck, I saw Casey just looking up at like the stars. And he looked like a little, like an angel, like looking for dudes. Like I could see it in his eyes.
He was dude gazing.
Yeah, he was just like, where
are those dudes?
And so I told the guy, I go, you should ask him. So he went up, and I saw him talk to Casey, and it was like I said, they were like 20 feet from me. I couldn't hear it, and I just saw Casey shake his head, very upset, like, I don't fucking know. And then he came up to me, and he goes, do you know what that guy just asked me? And I was like, no, what? And he goes, he asked me where the dudes were at. And I was like, what? He goes, where the dudes at? And I said, I don't fucking know. And so ever since then, I've asked Casey to tell us where the dudes are at. And you guys have really taken to that. I mean, look, if you're a dude, you want to, well, this is, then I told the story obviously on the podcast a while ago. And to our new listeners, you want to hear Casey's voice. Casey heard about it, about the story getting out there, and he wasn't. Pleased. So here's a little bit of Casey. Here's him talking, leaving a voicemail for me after he heard about it.
Let me just start by saying that you're probably the best friend I've ever had, most reliable, most dependent, most caring, sensitive friend I've ever had.
That's sarcasm for those of you who...
Casey's not a very emotive guy. No. He's pretty consistent. Even
he heard about it being on the podcast, and then he wanted to find out where it was, just like people want to know where the dudes are at.
But so I'll just start with that. But what I want from you is, yes, I want to link to the podcast where you told the story, because I went to your stupid podcast site and I listened to the one that I thought had the story in it. And if you realize, your podcasts are 2 hours long, so I'm not going to listen to all 2 hours until I get to the part where you're telling us where the dude's at story. So what I would like for you to do is send me the link to the podcast and then tell me approximately about what mark you start having this awesome where the dude's at story. And also, I want to know, did you go back on your podcast and tell everybody the story the correct way? Because you conveniently told everybody that I was the guy who looked like I knew where the dudes were at. And in actuality, it was you. And then you said, you know what, it'd be funny if I made my friend Casey look stupid here. So, make that happen and call me back.
Not too pleased.
Because originally when I told the story, I just said this guy asked Casey. But I just cleared it up for you. I told you. He came up to me. Mm-hmm. He mentioned dudes. I told him the dude whisperer was right over there. Go talk to Casey. He asked Casey where the dudes were at. Casey didn't tell him. To this day, people want to know. And it's gone, it's on I mean, this is TMZ Live.
Yeah, that's a cool place. I don't know, you go to the Pasadena Ice House and you get in a good mood and have a few drinks, and like I said, where are the dudes at? You know where the dudes are at.
What? Where are the dudes at?
Okay. Where are the dudes at?
Okay, so here's the thing. We're going to take a break.
That's my favorite
That's
fucking
the best.
thing.
Harvey, you know where the dudes
That's
are
Monkey
at.
Todd.
Yes.
Monkey Todd asking
A few
Harvey.
drinks, and like I said, where are the dudes at? You know where the dudes are at.
What? Where are the dudes at? Okay.
Where are the dudes at?
Okay.
I like that final one. Like, just tell me, you know?
He repeats it. Where
Songs have come out of it. I mean, you guys have...
Where are the dudes at? Oh, where does dudes at? Oh, where does dudes at? Where are the dudes at? Oh, where does dudes at?
Yeah.
Where are the dudes at? Well, I'm looking for dudes.
So,
I'm looking for dudes.
hopefully,
Can you help me find some dudes?
to the people that
Oh, where does dudes at?
and
that were
came,
asking.
And then came the incarnation of like yelling out cities. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
Ohio. I mean, it's not a city. Cincinnati. Akron.
Now you know.
Anchorage, Alaska.
You know what it's all about.
So that's
the origin of it, and to this day, we're always looking for
People can come, touch, to experience each other in an environment that's non-sexual. Except we do touch each other's mulabundas once in a while.
I'm not sure what's creepier, the word mulabunda or that guy's laugh after he says it.
Is that a taint?
I'm guessing it's the chode, the taint, the perineum.
Huh, I didn't know what that was.
The mulabunda. It's probably like the yoga word.
Thanks, weird.
For chode.
Weird naked yoga guy.
It's so weird.
That's so fucking weird.
Yeah.
All right.
I would watch it, though. I wish I could watch these guys do it.
Yeah.
They're all in shape. Gay dudes look great, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I wish I had the naked yoga body.
Do you think that they could do straight nude yoga?
No.
Never, right?
No.
Although one time, man, when I did do yoga in Santa Monica, there was this guy in front of me, and he was wearing like loose shorts and no panties. And every time, he kicks his leg up,
you see
I
his
saw
beanbag.
right in the whole fucking cock and balls.
Well, it is like, I mean, there's a lot of great bodies at yoga. Clothed,
Everybody,
but
yeah.
you see fantastic bodies. I mean, chicks wear like super short, tight shorts and like the top. I mean, they're almost naked. You know?
No.
They're almost naked.
Camel toes and
It's a great, if you're out there and you want to kind of just sniff someone's butt, I mean, that's a great place to go.
Well, that's kind of the thing. Like they're always showing those guys bending over.
Yeah.
And like you have to, you know what I mean, arching your back, and you just see assholes.
Yeah, these guys are
day.
just like grinding dicks. You saw them; they're dick tipping.
They are, and they love it.
Yeah,
Well, they like to grind dicks. But
yeah. But I'm saying in a regular yoga class, you can see camel toes. You can see.
Yeah, you're right.
You can see in that butthole. You can give it a sniff. If you line up, in the right place, you can see that little.
Have you ever caught a whiff?
You can see that Cheerio looking back at you.
Have you ever caught a whiff of someone's butthole?
No, but there's smells in the fucking gym the boxing gym. That shit smells like shit, man.
Well, could you imagine what hot nude yoga smells like?
I know. Plus the loads that are being dropped on the ground every few seconds. Yeah.
They're not jerking off in class.
We don't go sexual, but we do touch each other's.
Mulabundas.
Come on, man. You're not fooling anybody with that shit.
I know.
Okay?
Good for them.
Camp.
Could you imagine going to hot nude yoga camp?
With her? Holy
She'd be
shit.
great there.
Fucking camp.
And she says that after every pose.
So funny.
That'd be like,
you know what?
Nigga! Like
that. Can I tell you, though, good on the gays.
Yeah.
Good on them.
Go for it, man.
They figured out a way to get laid
I get it.
every possible turn.
Look,
it's phenomenal.
If single straight guys could do it and be like, no, this is a thing where we just go to this thing with chicks and then
spiritual.
You just rub up against them and stuff, and we touch them, touch their heart or give them a hug. Yeah. It would just be boner city, and there'd be pre-cum dripping out all over the floor of the yoga place, and then we'd be like, "No, but you don't understand. Oh man, I would be the guy doing the video and being like,
of course,
you don't understand the kind of spiritual. Like I leave there, and I feel like enlightened. I feel like I'm on a different plane. Like there's a whole other level. You'd never understand. You need to try it out. It's really special.
You'd have to do it.
And then if you're like, if it's sexual, I'd be like, no, it's not sexual at all. It's silly. It's silly. You don't get it. The thing is, you don't get it. You're looking at it a totally different way.
Because I'm such a base human being, right?
Right, you don't get it.
You know, I had this boyfriend in college. I'll never forget this. We were dating. And, no, we're kind of on and off again.
Old tree trunk? Old big cock?
No, this is before that guy.
Okay.
So he tells me, he went to college a year before me. I was still in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And he was away at college, and we were kind of broken up. And he goes, yeah, you know, me and this girl, we just cuddle. We just cuddle in the dorm. Everybody cuddles.
Yeah.
We just it's our thing. We cuddle. And I was like, yeah, it sounds like bullshit.
Yeah, it is bullshit.
You cuddle right before you finger blast her or whatever. Like, you don't, cuddling leads to other shit, dummy.
Yeah.
But he made me seem like I was the base, animalistic. How dare you? We were just cuddling.
You should have said
sensual, spiritual. Yeah.
She a pig? Because that's who straight guys sometimes who are like emotional will cuddle.
Yeah.
A big fatty fat.
A pig.
Right. But if it's
she was cute.
Right. That's because he wanted to put his dick in her.
Of course.
Of course. Yeah.
Well, in retrospect, of course.
Of course. That's what we do. We go, no, I like cuddling too.
Oh yeah.
I want to lay next. I'm alone.
Cuddle.
I'm sorry. I feel emotional sometimes.
That's how That's how this lesbian in college got me to make out with her. She goes,
Really?
Let's cuddle. Let's go back to my dorm. Let's cuddle.
Cuddle. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, oh boy.
Yeah.
All right.
That sounds.
I wasn't hip to the cuddling thing yet.
Really?
I hadn't put it together that when a guy invites you over to watch a movie, that's also code for like we're gonna get down.
I'm gonna put this in your mouth.
I didn't know that. I was naive. I went to an all girls school for.
How was the
high
making
school.
out session with the chick?
Terrible. She had a mustache, and she was a volleyball player. I wasn't into it at all. I think that's when I realized I wasn't gay.
Speaking of nothing to do with dudes, but one of our listeners sent us a video.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't
want to watch this. Are you going to play it?
Yeah.
It's so horrific.
Here, listen to it. Just listen to it.
Oh, it's hard.
Hi, Christina and Tom. I'm currently sick right now, and I just had an incredible diarrhea. I mean, exquisite. Honestly,
exquisite.
It's one of the best I've ever had. It's extremely liquidy, very much so, to the point where almost no meat whatsoever. Like, I would say 85% water substance. So I took the liberty of audio recording on my iPhone the sound of this liquid hot mess exploding from my rear for your podcast.
Thanks,
I'm an
pal.
avid listener. I've listened ever since the very first days of Red Band. God rest his soul. So I just wanted to thank you for the podcast every week. I'm loving it. I listen to it all the time.
And thanks for what you're about to do.
Yeah.
I'm always wiping down. And I'm sitting here on the toilet.
Oh my God.
Very sick, exploding.
He looks terrible.
He looks really rough.
Auschwitz. Wondering where the dudes are at. And so I decided to record this. And hopefully you'll get some enjoyment.
You got your warning.
Oh, I can't.
Holy
I gotta take the
Ooh,
headphones
it's
off.
fuzzy. It's like soda.
Oh. Ew, why is it fizzing?
It's
Oh my God. Ow!
Jesus.
It's like a machine gun.
What in the fuck? Now, wow.
Also,
we really appreciate it. This is where I'm stopping the video because you also took the liberty of showing us your diarrhea. And I don't need to see that again. And that's so fucked up, man. Did not need to see that at all. But, I mean, who has the best listeners of all the podcasts? Do you think Mark Maron gets emails like that? Do you think Joe Rogan gets those?
You think Kevin Smith on the Smodcast?
Do you think he gets diarrhea? No. Only we do because we have the best listeners.
Yep.
You guys are the very, very best.
We keeps it real.
So, Zach, thanks for that. We'll be sure to
Tommy, tell them about what I did to you yesterday.
Man.
I'm so proud of it.
What did you eat?
Poop soup.
You had the poop soup that you make. Which is, you should give out that recipe. You should tell people how to make poop soup.
If you guys want to poo, I have a soup recipe that'll make it happen. It's just a bunch of vegetables, basically, in a
It'll
big
make you
pot.
shit. Yeah, definitely.
And that's why I make it around the Segura house, to make us shit, because Tommy doesn't eat enough vegetables, I'm convinced, on the road. So when we come home, we eat poop soup. and I had some crazy farts.
Oof. You know what you did is
I love this. Go ahead.
We were laying down to cuddle.
Oh.
And so we were just really laying there.
Yeah.
You farted.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, oh, lay down with me. You farted, and you're like, that's probably not going to smell good.
No, but I said it a little more, not as coyly. I was like, oh, that's not going to smell good, babe.
Yeah, but then
Just
you
warning
gave me a smile like,
Mhm.
And then it hit me, and I was like, wow. It was really, it was, to use a boxing term, it was like a jab. It was
Okay.
like you just jabbed me right in the nose, and
Well, can you describe it? Can you describe the smell?
It was just, I mean, it smelled like it felt hot.
It
That's
was
the
hot.
best. That's the best way I can describe it. It
Yeah.
smelled like it felt hot on the way out. It was strong.
Yes, you're right.
And it was a lingerer. I mean, I lit a match,
Mhm.
and then it didn't even put it out. Really, I left the room. It was one of those. It was just a strong, smelled like an old man's fart. Okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
And you kind of like, hee hee, and you smiled, and then you left. I was in the living room, probably 15 minutes. Then I decided to go lay down in bed. And when I laid down, I moved the comforter.
Yeah.
And your fart came out of the comforter.
Isn't that
It was
amazing?
still living in there. It was like, it stuck in there. And when I moved it, it was like, and it hit me in the face. And I was like, holy shit, it's still here.
Remix.
I had to get up and walk out. It was really pungent. It was really strong.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear
It smelled
that.
like a definitely like a street person's fart. It
You
smelled
think
like,
so?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because today I farted again after eating the poop soup, and it smelled like garbage.
Yeah.
Like really like garbage, like a dumpster bin.
That's the great way to describe what I smelled. Yeah.
Aw, thanks, babe.
It hit you, right? Bap! And your head kind of snaps back a little. Like, what is that? What is that?
I was really proud of it.
What is that smell?
I'm really excited because of all the times you've done that. Pizza.
I don't know what it is.
Pizza. But you know how many times you've done that to me?
Never.
Every day of my life.
No, I haven't.
You fart so much, and then I have to light a match, and then the match doesn't really
Well,
camouflage
you definitely
it.
got us back.
Good.
It
Well,
was-
mazel tov. Enjoy that. Maybe you'll start
Thanks.
washing your hands after you go to the bathroom.
All right,
Maybe
guys.
that'll start.
Here's what time it is. You know, we're already on the topic.
I haven't had any butthole itch for a month now. You need to wipe down. You need to wipe down. You need to wipe down. You need to wipe down.
All right. So
It's wrong. You're not supposed to wipe down. Just so listeners know.
yeah,
You know that's wrong, right?
don't ever correct Top
You're
Dog.
never supposed to wipe down. You're never
Last week,
Especially if you're a girl.
last week we did a lot. We did a phone call that I had with Top Dog.
Yep.
And I left you right before. Well, there's not much of it left, but it's probably the best part is what's left.
I'm
Top
so
Dog went
excited.
into some pretty wild shit on this call. If you haven't listened to it, it is episode 45. We can't play it all back now; it's too much. But there's a lot of gold in there. So a lot of brown gold is in there. And
All aboard.
yeah, everybody get on the brown train. Let's see. I think this is about where we left off. Let me see.
Sat in my seat after I sat in it. You know, had no idea what they were in for.
He was telling.
What is this now?
He was talking about when he.
The Orlando airport.
Yeah, he shit himself out there, and then he didn't have any underwear, and it still was on his pants.
No, God. Yeah, you got some really smelly dumps too, man.
Oh, but the all-time record.
See, this is the right spot.
The Orlando airport.
I was just, making the observation that he really does have some smelly dumps. He goes into the fact, he just launches into a memory. Okay, I'll just let it play.
Man.
Oh, but the all-time record, 1986, Miami, Florida. You were just a little kid then. We were down there.
You remember this shit?
Oh, yes, my all-time biggest one.
He remembers it like a
1984?
1986. We took the whole family. You were just a little kid, 3 years old.
Okay, by the way, 1986, 3 years old, he said I was. I was born in 79. Just giving you
He's thinking of somebody
heads
else.
up. Heads up, I was 7.
Can I tell you?
Yeah.
Before we go any further?
Yeah.
Your father has told me this story probably 5 times already.
Has he really?
Oh, I know it. He tells me this every time
Hold
I
on.
see him in
Okay,
Florida.
don't-
No, I'm not going to give it away. It's fantastic.
What in the fuck? He's told you this 5 times?
Dude, the first time I met him, he told me the story.
He's the best.
I know.
How awesome
That's
is
why we're
that?
married.
God.
We took the whole family. You were just a little kid, 3 years old.
7.
We're driving. We rented a car. We were down in Bell Harbor. We were staying there, Miami Beach, and we were, I don't know, and I had to go. And I still, to this day, remember that.
Remember that shit?
Oh, my God.
What did you eat, you think, that triggered?
Well, I think it was the fact that we were flying, driving, doing all the family meals on the road kind of stuff, sitting in the car. So it kind of just built up in there. And then it just, when it was time, it was time.
Travel days do that to me.
Travel does that. I'm as regular as clockwork.
When it was time, it was time. That's
it's
an elegant way of putting that.
It is. He recollected this story like it was a Vietnam
fondly,
tale.
Very much so. Yeah.
Me and the guys were in Hanoi.
Yeah.
Travel does that. I'm as regular as clockwork. I'm like an atomic clock in the morning. I know exactly 8:15.
What time do you usually shit in the morning?
8:15. Oh yeah, 8:15. Absolutely.
You seem pretty sure about that.
Well, it is. It's within, really, seriously, it's within a minute or two every morning. You can set your watch by the time I go. You really could.
So if I call you at 8:15 tomorrow, can we have a phone call while you're shitting?
Oh, yeah, we could do that. I could give you a blow-by-blow, white-by-white description.
Okay, all right, Dad. I got to get ready, man. I love you.
I love you, buddy. Bye.
Oh, he's so sweet.
Oh, man.
Wait, but he didn't tell the story in its entirety.
No. We skipped around it. But we'll tell the story. If you've heard it 5 times.
As I
Jesus,
recall,
I don't even remember it.
Well, as I recall, the whole family, you guys were driving.
Yeah.
And he said that he felt the tug. He felt it coming on. And he was frantic to find a toilet.
Oh, yeah. He didn't get into that.
No. And he was frantic to find a place to shit. And then he pulled over, and I believe, maybe this is just my wanting it to be this way, I believe it was a McDonald's bathroom that this shit took place in.
Probably wasn't a dual lane.
No, I'm serious. Can we ask him to confirm that
Absolutely. I'll get on him about this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a McDonald's. It was a public restroom, and he points that out. Because one time, we had to pull over to go shit at a rest stop when we were coming back from a cruise.
Yeah.
And then he told me that story then when we were at a rest stop. He goes, Christina, one time, back in 1986.
Really?
One time I had to shit so bad. I
love that he's told you this over and over.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love hearing these stories, though.
Wow.
Your father is...
You need to wipe down.
Well, that's
Such
fantastic. I
good
will
memory.
follow up. And guys, now if you listen, 8:15 Eastern Standard Time, if you're up and you want to just kind of look up at the stars or at the sun at that moment, you know that Top Dog's taking a dump.
Yep.
That's 5:15 Pacific Standard Time, 8:15 Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
Every single morning.
Now, wait a minute, though. 8:15, is he at the office yet?
Yeah.
So he's shitting at work at 8:15.
Yeah. Wow. He sure is.
He doesn't like to poop and then go.
Nope.
Oh, it's that time for Would You Rather? Meow, meow. All right. I'm going to read this first one.
Sure.
Submitted to us from Shane. I love this. He goes, Tommy, would you rather watch Adam Sandler's Jack and Jill once or relive the Holocaust as a Polish Jew twice?
Man. Jesus, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
It's a great would you rather because they're both equal. Those are awful scenarios.
Well, we were scrolling through DirecTV last night and Jack and Jill was an option.
Did anybody see that fucking pile of shit?
It looks...
Somebody out there has seen it.
And look, I like a lot of dumb shit.
Yeah.
And I like Adam Sandler movies. Not all of them.
Yeah.
This is so funny. I like this music.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's had some, but God, he makes some bad ones now. That looks fucking terrible. That looks like...
yeah.
It looks like a parody of a movie. I mean, it looks like...
It's so stupid.
Like an SNL sketch of can you imagine a movie like that? Like, it looks
so
that bad. Anyways, which would you rather do?
You know what? I'm going to have to watch Adam Sandler's Jack and Jill. I'm pretty sure the Holocaust twice around as a Polish Jew.
It'd be really rough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to go with the Holocaust twice.
Okay, fair enough.
I really don't want to see Jack and Jill.
All right, what about this one? Go to bed every night in silk pajamas only to wake up in your own shit every morning and be totally surprised every morning.
Right. So you're shitting yourself in your silkies.
In your silky. But they're silk jammers. They're nice.
Right.
They make you sweat a little
bit.
bit.
You feel nice when you get in bed and you're like, yeah.
Like R. Kelly. Or sometime during the day, at random and surprisingly, something you're drinking turns to banana yellow asparagus piss in the middle of a full chug.
Oh, so you're swigging it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is submitted to us from Eric. Thank you, Eric. And thank you, Shane, for the one before.
So it's really which could you tolerate more? Because it's awful to wake up in your own shit if you've never had that
Have
happen.
you done that before?
No, but I've shit myself. So
but not while sleeping.
I've never woken up in a pile of shit, but I can imagine it probably ruins your morning.
Yeah.
It's probably really upsetting because not only are you ruining your PJs, that means every morning you gotta change the sheets. You gotta get, every single morning. But it's just you have to weigh that versus your tolerance for something you're drinking turning into like piss, and you're gonna gag and maybe throw up.
Well, here's the thing. You can drink piss.
But the idea is that this is really.
Yeah, it's
not that
fresh.
it's gross. It's gonna be nauseating.
Fuck. Well, here's the thing. I got that puking phobia.
Yeah.
Anything
You're gonna shit yourself.
I'll take shitting myself because here's the thing. I'll just throw away those jammers.
Yeah.
Throw them out. Jump in the shower and just shower the shit off like you would every day.
Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to have a new part of your regimen is going to be having 100 pairs of pajamas.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna spend a few grand on pajamas.
I guess, yeah.
Sheets. It's just gonna be part of your lifestyle.
Well, I kind of do it now. Like after I take a shit, I go to the shower.
No, but I'm saying that this is a whole. You can't compare.
No,
now.
I know it. You're covered in shit. I get it.
Yeah, every single morning you're waking up.
That sucks. Well, you have to deal with that.
No, I don't deal with that.
Well, you were married, dum dum.
No,
you wake up next to me.
No, I would not fucking be married. I'd kick you out for sure.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and I would take. I'm not going to do the. I think that would get old. I'm gonna drink the thing, and then because the thing is that's kind of fun. You get to show it. People are like, oh, I can't believe I was drinking this Gatorade, and it just turned into asparagus piss. It's yellow, and it looks, and they would be like, what the fuck? And then I spit it out. It'd be kind of like a show,
In the middle of a full chug.
Yeah, so
you'd have to swallow like one
it'd be gross
every
day, but I'd get used to it. I think I'm going with it, swallowing it.
All right,
that's good.
Well,
Thanks, Eric.
We're diverging on this one too. Okay, here's another one. You have Tourette's and you can't stop yelling racial and anti-Semitic slurs in the company of others. Or you have Tourette's and you can't stop yelling insults directed towards the people around you. For example, if someone has an obesity problem, you'd be like, fat pig!
Yeah.
Fat pig! Or just like random stuff.
Yeah.
Big words, and I say like fucking kid.
Yeah.
Swears like niggers.
Yeah.
Babe, this music's so loud.
Is it loud?
It's killing me.
All right, my bad. I got loud. Sorry.
Well,
that's I was trying to give you a sample of it. Obviously, we played it on the show.
I think because the music was too loud.
It was too loud, but we've obviously had a scenario of this in the show, so
they vary in intensity.
Yeah, and then I sing swears like nigger and stuff.
Oh my god.
So
big words.
That's a big word. Yeah.
Big words.
That's
So basically, you're ruining a potential friendship or social life.
Yeah.
Versus your actual social life, like
don't mean it kind of thing.
Yeah.
Nigger, like that kind of. But I'm not racist, and I just can't help it, and I feel really guilty afterwards. Nigger.
So that is one side of it, and then the other side of it is basically
a lot of vocal tics, like when she screams "fatty" and
there it
things
is.
like that. And
there it is, right there.
When I first heard them, I was a bit offended because I thought she was actually directing it towards me.
So they're living the exact "would you rather." This "would you rather" applies directly to this. do you want to deal with racial slurs or just like offending people based on their looks? Stranger, like you're isolating one group or the other.
The thing is that you couldn't have a relationship if your tics were based on what that person is doing to you.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I was like, sweaty pig, you sweat or you fart too much. Like that would ruin our relationship.
I don't know if it would ruin it. I mean, I'd probably still be into you.
You seriously?
Probably.
What if I said really mean, hurtful things?
Maybe you don't need examples, but
do you want me to come up with
no?
some?
I get it. I know where it would go. But I think that at this point, if we were, the hard part would be the starting off, and then you get used to it, and then at this point, if we've been together this long, I'd be like, oh yeah, she just does this all the time, Yeah. At this point, it wouldn't be an issue. It's whether you can get through the beginning of it,
I just think you get your ass kicked yelling racial slurs.
Probably, yeah, probably.
You couldn't do stand-up.
No. But you probably would also get could get your ass kicked by the direct fatty and all that shit. It's a tough one. I'm more scared of different races, so I would take yelling, physical,
interesting
tics, like hey fatty and hey stupid and nice nose, you got a big fucking nose. Although I did that one time, I didn't do it like that. I was doing a sketch show and we were just rehearsing for it, and the girl in the sketch had a prominent nose. It wasn't like a fucked up nose, it was just a prominent nose. And like when you're just like trying things out and you're just sort of like, here's the lines, but like you can add to it if you want. So the idea was that she was on this park bench and I was like, I don't know, I think flirting with her. That was the whole thing. And I was like, hey, what's up? And she was like, nothing. I was like, nice nose.
Oh, no.
And she was like, you could see it in her eyes, like, why would you? And I immediately was like, oh, fuck. Like, it was that word. It was that terrible, this doesn't feel good.
See, I'm so antisocial. I would choose to just do the random racial and anti-Semitic.
Really?
Well, because that's standard Tourette's. You could be like, dude, I'm sorry, I have Tourette's.
I don't know if you get to explain it to everybody.
It doesn't specify.
I know. I don't. But I'm saying I don't know if you could get that type of ear from everybody. Like, oh, okay. Either way, you're getting your ass kicked.
You're either destroying your personal relationships or destroying like your professional and potential social life.
Yeah, I mean, but here's the thing: you're gonna get, blacks can hit harder. You're gonna get
That's
your
a
ass
good point.
kicked.
I've been hit.
Ooh.
I've been hit before. Did you just fart on your own?
Yeah.
You stewing in it?
Yeah.
Good for you. Oh, I have a dental update.
What? You can't just... What the fuck is that,
I told you I had it before.
No, you didn't, man. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Wait a second, then. Holy dog shit.
Who is it from? I mean, what kind of shit is this?
Well... this is from Dylan Mossman. He tweeted us.
Going to the bank.
Holy shit, man.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's right. God, I can't believe how fucking unorganized you are.
Oh, Jesus. What is that? Blue Band.
That's ridiculous, man.
Blue Band's terrible at this.
Why would you do this to me?
What did I do?
Well, you know what you did. That was that's not how we do this shit.
There we go.
You just drop this on me?
You think your Mom's House listeners demand perfection?
Yes. That's the idea.
These people are perfectionists?
You don't just drop a dental update like that out of nowhere. Go ahead. Give it.
All right. Dylan Mossman tweeted us a while ago.
Yeah.
And he was like, I haven't been to the dentist, I think he said, in over 10 years.
Jesus.
So it was like a massive time. And I think I tweeted him back, and I was like, holy shit, let us know how
like
that
7
goes.
years, I think, right?
Maybe 6 or 7, sorry, yeah.
Is his...
It's a picture with you and him.
So he's in Madison.
Oh, he's got a Burt shirt on.
Yeah, that was in Madison. Yeah.
Okay. So Dylan hasn't been to the dentist in 6 or 7 years, and we were like, tell us.
Yeah.
So he gave us an update. He says, it went better than I thought. I need a full mouth. I don't know what this word is. Debridement? Debridement? Is that debridge? Oh, maybe he left out the G?
Yeah.
Debridement?
Yeah.
2 fillings and my wisdom teeth out.
Better than you thought.
And he said it went better than I thought.
What the fuck do you think was going to happen, man?
That sounds terrible, and I hope you have insurance.
I think he says that, right?
Yeah. He got his wisdom teeth out. That enough is like the worst thing that ever happens.
That's rough. I remember you from Madison. I hope your toofies heal well.
Debridgement.
And I think you need to go more often. And that's all we're all about.
That's right.
Take care of your toofies. I floss daily now.
I'm so proud of you. And you guys, I hope that you're all flossing as a result of this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
We know we haven't done as much dental updates since we moved out of Death Squad, but I think we need to bring you back because it's very important.
Absolutely.
It can save you a lot of money and heartache to floss and brush regularly. We learned the hard way, you guys.
Yeah.
The hard way.
Yeah.
And there you go.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Well, that's a great...
Are you farting and talking?
Yeah.
Babe.
What?
Why do you think these poor people don't want to hear you pushing your fart out?
I didn't fart like that. That's our show.
That's it. Goodbye.
Thank you for listening.
We love you, Mommy.
Get a Super Mommy pack. Get a Wear the Dudes at t-shirt.
Yeah. Go to our website, yourmomshousepodcast.com for dates.
Come see me in San Antonio. See Christina.
Pittsburgh, PA, March 22nd through 25th, y'all.
We love you.
We love you, Mommy.
Pull your jeans up.
Hi. Tight.
Gotta give us what we need. Our freedom of speech is freedom of death. We got to fight the powers that be. Fight the power. 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 We got to fight the powers that be. Algorithms designed to bounce with calcium that rise. Designed to fill your mind now that you realize the prize arrives. We got to